The scientists, guys, they know everything.
Space, part 2.
Space is fake, dude. Space is fake.
Do not get me started on that shit.
There's a question that I asked them that they couldn't answer last time, right?
All right, hit me with it.
And this is, they couldn't answer this shit. Well, they said, the question is, there's layers of the atmosphere, correct?
Yes.
Well, what is the toppest layer? What was it, the stratosphere?
I was just ready.
Ionosphere.
Whatever. So, what's stopping our atmosphere, right? Because you are, man, you wouldn't even introduce him, bro. I jumped right in there, right? I jumped right in like a fucking
That's fine.
a boy
Let's introduce on the roll. I'm Shane.
Shane, my boy Shane, right? You're very knowledgeable in the things of science, right? The things of space, the things of matter, antimatter, right?
I'd like to think I'm above average.
You are, man. Because, we talk about this, like, he knows a lot of fucking details that... But anyways, so... What's keeping our atmosphere, bro? You know what I'm saying? From, like, flying into the vacuum of space. That's what the fuck I want to know.
The simplest answer?
Don't say gravity.
That is the simple answer.
Okay.
The real answer, though, is nothing.
That's impossible, dude. You cannot have a vacuum and which is emptiness. People, because last time, Homeboy thought that this is like a vacuum. That sucked, right? But no, when I say vacuum, what is a vacuum of space? It's emptiness, right? There's nothing.
And then any gas is going to try to expand to fill that vacuum.
Okay. So, right. So if you have gases, right? If I have a container, right? And inside that container, I have a barrier, and I have vacuum, and I have air. And if I take away that barrier, it's going to equalize, correct?
Right.
Why the fuck why doesn't that happen to our atmosphere then? If there's nothing. There's nothing up there though.
But it does happen. What you're describing happens.
No
very
shit.
Slowly. The Earth loses about 20 tons of atmosphere every day.
And how is it how does it regain it?
You have water evaporating, filling in the air. You have air coming out of rocks. And then you have air made through photosynthesis.
Ooh, your face, Adam.
Holy shit, dude. Okay, so what you're saying is that I'm intimidated right now.
And yet we have more than that coming back in.
How?
Well, we catch solar wind. We have space dust. We get about 200 tons of space dust coming into Earth every day.
Space dust?
Yep.
Is this? But
every
is all this confirmed
asteroid
though?
burns up. Yeah.
Is it? I don't know, man.
Oh, nobody's up there with the measuring cup. We watch what comes in, and we make estimates.
I guess because it just doesn't make sense, man. Like if you have water, right, and you fucking and you boil it, right, it becomes a gas, right, and it escapes out. So if it escapes out into the vacuum of space, like, I don't understand how it keeps on creating it. Like if matter can be created or destroyed.
Well, when you think about the amount that we lose every day, it is so minuscule. We could keep losing at that pace for 1 billion years before we notice the difference.
So you said 2%.
To about 20 tons.
20 tons?
Yeah. That's an estimate on the amount of atmosphere that's stripped away by solar wind.
Man, dude, I guess. I don't know. I got a lot of heat for saying this last time, that space was fake, right? Got a lot of heat, and it's not that I don't think I don't think that there's nothing up there, right? What I meant to say was the planets, the galaxies, right? Earth 2.0. You aware of that? Earth 2.0?
No, sir.
Damn, really?
Hit me with it.
So it's apparently another planet that's like Earth, that's inhabitable by human beings. There's water.
Gliese?
No, it's
Earth 2.0, right?
It's in another.
Hey, help me out, man. This
part of
motherfucker
the
knows a lot.
Universe, where basically it's in the Goldilocks range, where a planet it could sustain life. It's in that
Right.
perfect spot.
Do you
like
mind?
Earth.
Gleason.
And they say it's like
Go ahead.
it's almost like the same size of Earth. It has every condition to sustain life.
How far is this planet?
I don't know, millions of light years away, a couple light years away.
If when you were talking about Gleason, I believe it was 44.8.
Earth 2.0, right?
They think it might be.
Well, there's been a couple Earth 2.0s.
Gleason, what was it, 456b? Hit us up in the chat. I'm
Watch
getting
out,
the,
watch out,
the
because
name
it
right.
moves the mic every time you do that.
But that was the first, as they say, Earth analog they found.
Uh-huh.
And it's the right size. It's in the right spot.
Right.
But that's all we know so far. When James Webb gets up there and gets active, we'll be able to photograph the atmosphere.
Well,
I think all of that is fake.
well, the only thing that we could photograph was something like the light, but that's been shown years back. You know, that's what they say. When you look up, you're basically looking into the past.
Right.
The painting. That's why.
Yeah, about 44 years ago.
So that's why I say like if it is too Earth, there's probably life right there right now, but we just can't see it because we're seeing the past of it, you know,
Right.
not now because we don't have that technology.
Well, Gleason is a lot closer than a lot of the other stuff we found, so it's not that long ago that we're photographing.
But still, if it's
The issue is we can see the size and shape and location
yeah,
because basically what we're photographing is its shadow in its star. We can't see details on the planet.
no, but we get enough information where they say, oh, you know, could be habitable, you know,
Could be.
It could be life, but it's probably life now. But we're seeing what's back in the past.
But they say as a fact. They say it's a fact. They say that there's water in there, right? And how millions of years is it? Dude, I'm not a smart man,
There's
bro.
multiple.
You know what I'm saying?
knows
I'm
it.
not that bright. But I'm smart enough to be like, okay, a fucking scientist is looking up on a telescope, right? On a telescope.
Yeah.
Correct? Because they can go out.
No.
Okay. So they're looking up on telescopes, dude, looking at this planet. Like, how the fuck do they even know that that's water? First of all,
They don't.
they don't. So how the fuck are they gonna say it's a fact that it's water?
Because it's in the right place for water to go.
How do they know that? Millions of years, right? Not years,
Right.
years. I don't know what as far as shit, dude. How do they know that?
Because every star has water around it.
Do they?
Yes.
I don't know, man. I've looked up on stars, bro. Even planets, because you can see Mars, right?
Yeah.
You can see Mars with the naked eye. I've seen Mars one time. I guess people were like, "Oh yeah, you can see it with the naked eye," and I saw like a little red dot. I don't know. I'm not saying all of that shit is fake. What I'm saying is that if you look at Mars, you look at a telescope to other planets, they
Right.
just look like bright lights. That's all. I think that's all they are. They're
Yeah, but you can get a lot of details out of that light.
explain.
Alright. So like, are you familiar with how they detect exoplanets?
No, dude. See, that's what I brought you. That's why I brought you in here because.
So what you're doing is you're staring at the star
Mhm.
for a long time,
Okay.
and you're comparing the measurements of the light second to second.
Okay.
As the planet orbits the star, its weight makes that star orbit wobble a little bit. So
Uh-huh.
think of two things orbiting each other. They tug on each other with their I'm stuttering. Grab.
Gravitational pull.
Yes. thank you.
Okay.
So no matter how small the object is or how big it is, there's always going to be a little bit of wobble in each object
Okay.
as they pull each other out of a straight line.
Hey, can you just back for a table? Okay.
Sorry.
So.
So as the planet orbits the star
Mhm.
wobbles a little
What
bit.
planet are you speaking of?
Any planet, any star. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we can see that wobble in the light. I want you to think of a car going down the freeway.
Okay.
As it's coming by,
My
you hear
car?
the pitch go zzz. As it goes away,
Okay.
That's redshift and blue shift.
Mm-hmm.
It happens with light too. As the stars wobbles towards us,
So a star is light.
yes,
Okay, well that's what I'm saying. I think these other planets are lights. They're light. They're other stars. They're not planets. They're stars.
they're too small.
What's too small?
The planets.
I'm speaking. I'm not talking because you know a lot. You research a lot.
I watch a lot.
You watch a lot, whatever. But you research what somebody else researched first, right?
Right.
So this person goes and studies this, what you're talking about, the wobble, all that shit,
Yeah.
and then he puts it on YouTube, right? And I guess anybody could say that about me too, but you don't know for a fact. Like if me and you right now get a telescope, right, and we look up at Mars, it's gonna look like another light, just like another star, like the North Pole, right? No, the North Star. It's
Depends on
gonna
how
do
good
it,
the
right?
Telescope is.
Huh?
Depends on how good the telescope is.
Uh,
You get a good enough telescope, you can see details.
Can you though?
Yes.
Yep.
You can
I don't
start
know,
to
man.
see. You can see the
I don't know,
southern and northern polar caps. You can see Marineris. You can see Mount Olympus.
Marinara, like the sauce. I'm fucking hungry.
I was gonna say that
Marineris
too.
is a really,
Dude,
really
hey,
big
we don't
scar
know a
across
lot.
the face of
We don't know a lot.
Mars.
of
We're just
terminology.
learning right now.
Yeah, we don't know a lot of terminology about that. And
Okay,
look, man.
Picture the Grand Canyon,
Mhm.
15 times deeper and 100 times longer. That's Marineris.
Okay. Oh, so it's like a valley. A trench?
Yes, on the face
So
of
you,
Mars.
you can see it with a
Yes.
telescope.
It's big enough to see.
Have you seen this?
Personally, have I looked through a telescope
Yes.
at Mars? No.
And that's what I'm saying. But scientists have, right? Allegedly. Okay. I guess
Scientists
I'm
and
trying to
friends, and I
understand. I'm
trust-
trying to understand what you're saying, and I do understand it, but it doesn't make sense to me, because if me and you, like I said, if me and you look at a telescope, they're gonna look like, if we look at the North Star, right, and then we look at Mars, they're gonna look like lights to us. Is that a fact? Can we say that's a fact?
All right, fair enough.
With a, let's say we buy a telescope from Walmart, right?
Yeah,
And we look,
Walmart
they're
telescope.
gonna look like lights, both
Right.
of them. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's as far as I can go. Now, the wobble, how the scientists study, whatever. I don't know, man. The pictures on Mars, dude. One time I went to and dude, my coworkers, I showed them all of that shit, dude. I went to NASA.gov and went to images of Mars, right? And it looked like fucking Pakistan, dude. It looked like the fucking desert in Pakistan with a red filter. And I showed them. I'm like, dude, this is bull. Like, you're telling me this is real Mars?
Yeah.
I don't believe it. What? How does Mars look like Pakistan? It should look totally different, man. It should look totally
Why?
different. It's
They're
another
both
planet, Shane.
They're both deserts.
It's another planet, though, dude.
Yeah.
With different amoebas. Why did an amoeba land in
everything
Mars
is
and
still formed with
evolve
sand
from
and
that
water.
shit? Huh?
Everything is still formed with sand and water and rain and wind.
Allegedly, right? I don't know that. I don't know that. I
Maybe.
know the Earth formed that way, right? Because Christ created it. I know that
Yeah.
for a fact. That's a fact, dude. Christ created this world, right, to fit us. You know what I'm saying? Plants give off oxygen. We breathe that in. We give out what? Carbon something? Some carbon, right? They use it. And it's like perfectly in balance, dude. Like, you cannot sit there and tell me that evolution, coincidentally, the Big Bang, all of that's just happened, like, just coincidentally. I refuse to believe that. You know what I'm
Some
saying?
scientists refuse to believe it too. There's a lot of people saying that the different forces of our universe, gravity, magnetism, all that is too perfectly balanced to be a coincidence.
Right.
Okay.
Almost like if
So-
someone designed it.
There is a suspension of
Christ.
disbelief there. Okay. But no matter which one you believe,
Mm-hmm.
you have to acknowledge that the laws of physics that made everything we have possible are going to be the same on other planets because they're part of this universe.
They should be, right?
Okay.
Okay. So how come?
that's why Mars can look close to Pakistan. Doesn't mean you can step out there and breathe normal air because there's very little air there, but you still got wind.
Allegedly.
You still have rain.
I don't know.
We do know.
I don't know.
We've sent robots there. They filmed it.
Jeez, dude. You talking about that Mars rover, dude? I looked at that, dude.
Which one?
I don't know. This was like 2 years ago. This a Mars.
We've got Opportunity, Curiosity, the Pioneers,
yeah, dude.
Mariner.
Right. Don't say marinara anymore because I'm thinking.
He's getting hungry
I'm
right
thinking of pizza rolls, dude.
And we just sent another one up there.
Yep.
Or right next year.
Perseverance and Ingenuity is riding on its heels.
And this one's gonna have a little like a robot they can send it fly, a little helicopter.
Like
A drone.
A drone.
They can have a drone.
Yeah, we have a quadcopter on Mars.
Fake. It's fake, man. We can't leave. We can't leave out of this bitch, man.
Yeah, we can.
We can't.
Religious people can't do.
No, we can't.
We just gotta make
It's
something
not
to
about
carry
religion.
us.
I'm not religious. You know I'm not religious. We can't leave, dude. There's a firmament, right? This is a fact. There's a firmament that God created over the earth. And I'm quoting the Bible, dude. It says that it divides the waters above from the waters from below. It's a physical barrier, right? It's a physical barrier, and we cannot leave, dude.
Well, we do leave.
No, we don't.
Have you seen that one?
Have
The
you
barrier?
seen it?
Yeah. You're doubting everything we know with science. So you believe that shit? How? Why?
Have you seen it?
Have I seen this barrier?
Yeah.
No. It's in the Word of God, dude.
Okay.
It's in the Word of God.
This is in the word of scientists.
But they're theories, though. They're all theories, man.
We've sent robots to take pictures.
Have we?
We've built telescopes and taken pictures with telescopes.
I don't think so.
You
I don't
believe
think
in a
there's a
fucking
firmament.
barrier? You don't believe in like pictures and videos and
No. Mm-mm.
shit? Something weird.
You know, videos out there could be fake. You know, videos could be fake.
It could be.
There's a guy that says there. Huh? What you say?
The Bible could be fake.
No, but it's not. But it's not.
Well, there you go.
But it
It's
could
not.
be.
It's not fake. It's real. It's a fact.
Let's just assume
Effect
that
of
the
light.
pictures of Mars are real for now.
Okay.
Okay. So Mars can look a lot like Earth because it's got the same laws of physics governing the weather. And the weather shapes the land.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, you get the same erosion, you get the same rainfall, you get the same wind.
In theory.
In theory, let's
Yes.
assume it's true for now.
Mm-hmm.
That is why Mars can look a lot like Earth.
Pakistan.
Can look a lot like Pakistan.
Okay.
Personally, I think it looks closer to Afghanistan because Pakistan
Well, I
has
mean-
more open desert, and Afghanistan is more those rocky badlands.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
It
like the
also
Middle
depends
East.
on where you go on Mars.
Looks like the Middle East.
Now, where the red filter thing comes in is you have to understand that on Mars, there's always red dust everywhere.
Right.
So everything is going to
Allegedly.
be tinged red. So if you just apply a red filter to the lens,
Mm-hmm.
you get a much clearer picture.
Okay. So, okay. Let's assume, all right, fuck it. Let's assume that I believe that too, right? How come no, you believe, do you believe in Christ, first of all?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you believe in evolution and all of that? Right?
Yes.
How come, if what you say is true, how come no amoeba, right? The amoeba that created every single life form in this planet, right?
Mhm.
It started from one amoeba, right?
Okay.
Okay. How come there was no amoebas in any other planets that evolved?
We don't know yet.
No, but
We think
you're
there
saying
will be.
you're saying that there's a Mars I mean, if people were in Mars and they send a robot here, they will see us. They'll be
Yeah.
like, oh shit, there's look at Austin, you know. Oh shit, look at New York,
No,
right?
It depends.
No,
it
dude.
depends where it lands. It could land in the desert, and it's like, oh, there's nothing here. Same thing like how we land.
Okay,
on
but
robots
we
in Mars.
can
We're
see all of
landing
Mars,
in
right? We
spots,
saw the Marinara,
you
dude.
know?
The Marinara is there, right? He just said it.
Now, here's what we think about Mars.
Hold on, listen. He said that we could see details in Mars, right? We can see. Eventually, when was the first rover in Mars? I'm pretty sure you're gonna know. When was the first rover?
That was Mariner and
I got you.
78.
So from 78 to now, that's what? I'm not a mathematician, dude. That's 30 years. 32 years?
Almost 50.
Right? And in 32 years, we haven't seen shit.
Nothing alive.
Why? That don't make no sense.
Because the surface of Mars is hit with a lot of radiation.
Right, but that amoeba could have evolved to that planet.
And it
Like
could be
the
there
amoeba
now.
evolved to
Right.
our planet. That's
And
the
it
whole
could be
point of
there
evolution.
Right now, underground, away from the radiation.
Come on, man. But
But we've never sent a drill there. Well, I apologize. We sent one and it broke on the way.
The first one landed on 97.
97?
Yeah, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. All right.
And there's only been
One was
4 rovers.
Mariner.
It's a long time. It's a long time ago. We should have seen some civilization in Mars. We should have seen some civilization in Mercury. You know, but okay. Let's move on from that. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get this one right. The sun,
Yeah.
93 million miles away. Correct.
Yes.
Last time I was looking at Neil deGrasse Tyson. You know that guy, right?
Yes.
That guy. Neil deGrasse Tyson was, and you know, I was like, you know what, dude? Maybe I just need to get myself educated on all of this shit, because maybe I don't know nothing, right? Let me give this shit a try. It's called The Universe, right, on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
And I started watching it, and 2 minutes, dude, into it, and I'm like, Neil deGrasse Tyson is like, yeah, there's some protons or some shit, you know, in the sun's nucleus, right? That they're going super fast, dude, and then when they hit each other, they create these kind of explosions, right, with atoms.
Mhm.
That's why the sun gives off that energy,
Yeah.
right? And I'm sitting there like, how the fuck does he know that? How the fuck does somebody, how can somebody look on a telescope, right, 93 million miles away, and say what's inside that sun, right? How does somebody know that shit without actually going in there and taking, you know, samples?
Oh, we'll never be able to sample the sun. It's just too
So
hot.
then how does he know what's inside the sun?
Because we've recreated bits of the sun here on Earth.
Right, okay. So we recreated things based on the materials, based on the atoms and the elements that we have in
Right.
this earth. Dude, that's 93 million miles away.
Right.
It could be made of some fucking element that's unknown to us. Right?
It was. There was stuff we discovered on the sun before we discovered it here.
Like what?
Helium. We saw helium in the light spectrum coming from the sun before we knew it was here on Earth.
But how did they know it was helium? It could have been some other element that
They
we don't
didn't
know.
know it was named helium at the time. It was named helium because it was the name of the Greek sun god Helios.
I thought it was Apollo.
That was Roman.
Well, that's why I'm baffled, dude. Like, you cannot look at something and then
You can
You
look
just
at
can't.
something and say, hey, that's made of mostly gas and it's really hot. What's the
Right.
most abundant gas we know of?
to us, to our
Right.
knowledge.
Hydrogen. Let's see what happens when hydrogen gets really hot. And let's see if that experiment explains what's going on in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at something, you're making observations about distant stuff, and you're designing experiments to try and recreate it here on Earth in a lab.
Right.
And then you use the data from that lab to add on onto your observations.
But you
and
cannot
that's how
you
do
cannot
it.
claim that as a fact that that's what's happening on the sun 93 million miles away, because you're using elements that are to here on Earth. What I'm saying is, like, it could be a whole different element that we don't know, dude.
There could be.
Right?
There
So
could
why
be.
are these scientists claiming it as fact when it's really not fact? It's just a theory. You think
Because
the
it
sun is made
fits.
out of that. It fits according to our knowledge, dude. But this is
Right.
this is some fucking, is it a star?
Why do you think we keep sending probes closer and closer to the sun?
I don't know.
There is nothing a scientist loves more
Hmm.
than when his experiment fails.
And making shit up. And they make shit up.
Because when his experiment fails, it means he's wrong. It means there's more to learn.
Right.
Okay?
I can
The
accept that.
experiment of fusing hydrogen worked. So that means it can explain where the sun gets its power. Is that an absolute?
but that's what-
Is that absolute knowledge?
It's not
No.
absolute.
But until there's a better theory, it's what we go with.
Okay, so it's a theory.
Yes.
They're all theories.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
That's what I'm
gravity is a theory.
Gravity-
It probably always will be because we don't know how gravity works.
Right.
It just does.
It could be. This is just my brain. This is just my brain. It could be that, we're on a flat surface, right?
Mhm.
And up is up and down is down, and that's it. There's no gravity. It's just how God created it.
But how is down down?
Down is just down,
Why do
dude.
things fall?
Because that's the nature of things. It's
Gravity
flat,
is the nature of things.
up and down. That's it.
Gravity is the nature of things. Gravity works in what you just described because down is down.
Unless you're in China, then down will be up,
Yep.
right?
But no, down is still down.
No, because down to them will
Because
be up
like
to
you
us.
said, up is up, down is down.
Right.
Doesn't matter where you are, up is up and down is down.
No, because
So
if
you're in China,
you
down
keep
is still
going
down.
if you're in China, right, and you keep going down, that will be going up to us,
No.
right?
Now you're going up.
What? Right, from China, you're going up. If you're in China and you start digging down, to us it'll be going
You'll
up.
go past halfway
Mhm.
and then you'll start digging up
That doesn't make sense.
because you'll start being pulled back down towards the center.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it does.
What makes sense is that we're all in a
Everything
flat
is pulled
surface, and
towards
then
the
everybody
center.
goes up. China's here,
If
U.S.
it's a
is
flat
here, and then we all
surface,
go up.
then China has the same up as we do.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So you couldn't dig to China.
You couldn't, no.
Okay. But you can dig to China.
I don't know that. Has anybody done that?
No.
Right. Because
We've
it's
sailed
because
to
you
China,
can.
though.
Right, because but
And then we've gone past that, hiked to the other side of the continent, and sailed back to here.
you're talking about because I get asked that a lot. Like let's say this is the flat Earth, right?
Mhm.
And just to be, I don't think it's flat, man. I don't think it's flat.
It
I don't
seems
know.
like it.
I don't know. So if this is China right here, right, and then we're here, the way the flat Earth works, man, is that the two continents are facing like this, right? You still have the North Pole, right, and they're both facing like this. You can still go around the Earth. You can still fly around the Earth on a flat Earth.
Then what's the
People
South
think,
Pole?
huh?
What's the South Pole?
According to flat earthers, right? I don't know. It's a big old ice wall. Antarctica is just
But you can go across this.
Nobody has done that though.
Yeah,
No.
Russians have.
Russians have.
Yes.
They have gone across Antarctica.
Yes.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that one bit.
They made it to
The
North
Nazis,
Pole
the
and they
Nazis
said-
went. The Nazis went. Remember, Nazis went to Antarctica and they did some
Yeah.
kind of secret shit over there.
What was that? 1938. They wanted to brag that they had a Antarctica research post. I don't think it lasted, but the Russians established a research post, and it is in fact on the coldest place on the earth.
Antarctica is.
Yes, and their research post is. What was the record there? 145 below zero.
Yeah, I believe that. I don't think we can cross. I don't think we can cross it, dude. I don't think we can.
Not on foot, in a plane, in a tank. You could.
Okay, so assuming that this is the edge of Antarctica, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you land on it, you can like cross it, but it's not gonna go. Like you're not gonna end up on the other side of the world. You're still gonna be on that edge. You know what I mean?
No, you'll end up on the other side of the world.
I don't know that. I haven't heard anybody. There's no documentation, video proof of that. Maybe the Russians went right and did their thing. The Nazis went and did their thing. It was secret missions right that the Nazis were doing. There's actually a boat, I think, where Hitler
I don't
went.
know
I
what
don't
they
know.
were doing.
They were.
I think they just wanted bragging rights, saying that we've done Antarctica.
I don't know, man. It's all powerful countries that go to Antarctica. It's never like some dude like me that, fuck it, let me get Alex Jones, let me get Eddie Bravo, right? And we're going to go and, do an expedition. It's never people like that. It's always high officials, dude, that, oh yeah, we went to Antarctica, we flew around. We don't know if they did that shit or not. We have to believe what they told us because we don't know.
National Geographic did it.
Oh come on, dude! National Geographic is it's part of the whole globalization of Satan, dude.
You know, if you want to
Satan, dude.
If you want to record in Africa, charter a plane and take a YouTube, take a cell phone.
But then again, I mean, how can I believe that, dude? How can I believe if I see
do
a
it
YouTube?
yourself.
I can't.
Why not?
Because isn't there like a treaty that we can't go to Antarctica, right?
No, you can.
We can?
You cannot land there because the land is considered a scientific sanctuary. So, like, if you were to land there, eat a Tootsie Roll and leave the rapid there, you would go to jail probably for the rest of your life. Because it is one of the last untouched nature sanctuaries on the planet.
I wonder why.
Because it's really, really cold.
I think there's aliens there, dude. I think there's demonic forces there, and the Nazis went, the Russians went, right, trying to look for. The Nazis were doing some crazy shit, man. They were experimenting.
Where are they now?
They were experimenting with portals, right? They're trying to sacrifice people like the Mayans, the Aztecs. They're opening portals, dude, to speak with demons, right? To speak with aliens. That's what I think they are. Aliens are fallen angels, right? They gave us technology and shit like that. But I don't think that we have that capability. Me as a normal dude, right? Me as an average Jose, right? I don't think I can have the resources to actually do that. And even if I did, and they find out I was doing shit like that, they'd probably kill me off.
Why?
Because they don't want the truth. Like let's say I go to Antarctica, right? I'm like, man, fuck it. Alex Jones, hey, Baba. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. And we do find out, and we're like, oh shit, dude, this is. Well, everything we thought about was real. Dude, you don't think they'll come in and kill us off? Hell yeah, dude.
What for?
Because they don't want us to spread the truth.
Who? What?
Satan. And his militia. You're talking about CNN, all of that, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, dude, the Illuminati.
CNN I could believe. Everything else, nah.
They're all owned by the same dude, right?
Rockefellers?
Yeah, like the media, it's all owned by the same company or some shit like that.
A lot of it is, I'm pretty sure CNN and Fox are actually owned by Rothschild.
Yeah, they
I
are.
could be wrong on that. But
Yeah,
yeah, a
man.
lot of it is owned through the same company, but it's disappearing now.
I just don't trust that, man. I don't trust that. Any of
Then
that.
don't.
I don't.
Go and see it for yourself. Or
I
pick
can't,
somebody that has been there and talk to them.
I don't think I'm.
And we
don't think they wanna
maintain
talk to
research
me,
base
man.
there right now. Hundreds of people have been there.
To Antarctica,
Yes,
really.
yes.
I don't know. I don't know anybody that has. Oh, I haven't. I guess I haven't researched. You know. Yeah.
We're gonna live in Mars, man.
The world's
Mars by 2024.
dude,
That's
the world.
the goal.
The world is
Is it
ending, dude.
2024? I thought like 20.
He must
2050.
launch 2024. That's his goal.
That's 4 years.
Yeah, that is. That's crazy. But if Starship works, it'll probably be there.
That's what they want you to think, man. They want you to think. This is what they want you
I
to
don't
think.
know. I just watched a man make a grain silo hop like a grasshopper. I think it can get to Mars.
This is what I think. They want you to. They want you to be occupied with the. Oh shit, we're gonna go to Mars, dude, and we're gonna go to Mars. We're gonna colonize Mars, right? We're gonna colonize the moon. We're gonna do all this shit. But the reality of things is that the world is about to end, dude. The world is ending, and people are oblivious to that shit. China.
No, I think the
listen. China
old-
already banned worshiping God, dude. Did you know about
Yeah.
that? They banned it, bro, and they're getting.
They've been
Did y'all
trying
see that
that.
shit?
Yeah.
Did y'all see that? A few weeks ago, they banned religious Christian people. So they started putting, and it's all on video, man. Look it up on video. They started grabbing Christians, putting them in trains and hauling them out of nowhere. In California,
Concentration camps.
right? Yeah. In California, they banned religious worship, where you couldn't go any. Yeah, dude. Yeah, but you don't hear about this because they don't want
China,
you to
I
know.
heard about. California, I didn't.
California, dude, it's space, man. Space is fake, dude. Moon landing's fake. Did you see the space shuttle, the one that they launched just now?
Oh,
was-
Endeavor.
I was watching that shit live, dude, and
Oh, that was
and
beautiful.
you think so? And then like it goes to fucking rocket starts going right, and then it just starts going to the side, right, and you're like, what the fuck? Why is it doing that? And I called that shit out, dude. My coworkers on like, man, look, the rocket's gonna go up, right, and then it just starts gonna go. It's just gonna start going this way, and then it starts going horizontal to the fucking Earth, and you're like,
Right.
where the fuck are they going, dude?
They're going
And
to
not
orbit.
not only that, but when they're about to hit out the atmosphere, it cuts off, right? It cuts off for a second. I watched it, man. I was like, oh yeah, we lost signal, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're already in space. Well, in a Hollywood studio, which is what I called it.
No, the video.
Yeah, dude,
No.
I saw it.
You're watching a different one because the one I was watching had two, the one of the rocket and one of them. The one that went out was when the rocket was landing on the boat on the ship, and theirs was still going. It's still.
I was watching
Yeah.
the one from. I was watching the one from.
Stage 2 coverage was uninterrupted.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was interrupted when I saw it.
You were probably watching some bullshit.
Because I think you were watching like
No.
a single
Mm-mm.
shot where everybody was seeing both shots.
Everybody was seeing double shots.
Also, only me. I was the only one
Yeah.
watching the single.
And the reason
one.
they curve is because
Okay.
it's like they're going to orbit. You're curving with their,
Nah, they're not.
you know,
dude.
to stay
They're- nah.
with the gravity, you know, so they don't.
Nah, because they
Floating
didn't.
in
Because
space.
they didn't go to space. They didn't go to space. They went to some other part of the Earth.
They
That's
went
what
to low
happened.
Earth orbit,
No.
right on the edge of space.
Yeah, where would the
ISS is, what was it? I think it's only about 400 miles up.
I was in ISS in school. Yeah. I did. I forgot what I did. Oh yeah, I know exactly what I did.
You're funny
Oh.
now, huh?
Huh? No, that
You're
wasn't
funny,
funny.
Alex?
That wasn't funny, man. I was a good kid, but I did something. Anyways, let's not talk about that. I was in ISS. But yeah, dude, I think all that shit's fake.
254 miles?
254?
Yeah.
So when you think about it, that's really, what, a couple hours car ride?
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is you've got to go up, and that's why we need rockets.
Because you're fighting gravity.
Gravity, I guess.
And then once you go up, if all you did was go up, you'd fall back down.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So think about throwing a rock at the horizon.
Mhm.
You see the horizon curve, right?
Right.
So the closer you get a rock to the horizon, the longer it's going to stay in the air, right? So what if you throw it hard enough that it changes the curve of the horizon? It's forever falling over the horizon.
Okay.
That's orbit.
So that's what they were doing. They're just going with the
They're chasing the horizon.
Earth.
Yeah, they're falling always.
And
So they
just-
stay.
So they didn't go into space. They just went
No,
into
they're
an
like
orbit.
just-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's all you could do, man. Because you can't cross that firmament. You cannot cross the firmament.
Yes, you can.
You can't.
Yes, you can.
You cannot
Yes, you
cross a divine creation that God made, bro. You can't do it.
can. Yes,
It's
you
not
can.
possible. It's not possible.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
It's a firmament that God created, dude, with the pillars of earth, dude. There's pillars. the divine, bro. And I'm trying to tell y'all, dude. And we can't cross that bitch. We can't. That's it. We can't do it. All those space missions that you see, the did you see the fucking the moon landing, the first one?
Yeah,
You think that's real, dude?
yeah, I do.
All right, I guess we can't do that, man. That was in a Hollywood basement, bro. It was a
I think it
Hollywood
was both
studio.
real and comical how they screwed up the footage.
Oh, it's comical, all right. I was laughing at that shit. I watched the whole 3 hours.
Have you
of it.
ever heard why the footage from the moon landing, the first one, was so bad?
Tell me why.
Okay. When they stepped out, the moon was on the other side of Earth from America.
Mm-hmm.
So the video feed from the moon was hitting Australia. And then Australia was going to send it through landlines over to America. Right?
Right.
Actually, I apologize. You were bouncing it off a satellite at the time. So they did not have the right equipment to forward the feed straight to American satellites.
Right.
So they put it on an Australian television and pointed an American movie camera at it.
I don't think they still
So
have
the
it.
moon landing did happen in a Hollywood basement
Yeah.
in the Space Center in Australia.
So it was an Australian basement.
Yeah.
I believe that. For sure.
So
Yeah, dude.
you had a footage being displayed on an old television, being re-recorded, bounced off a satellite, and that's what Americans saw.
Yeah.
And the hilarious thing is that the footage that they got fresh from the moon, Australia did record, but it got recorded over the next day.
They
Talk
tell-
about the mother of all clerical errors.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
And that's why Alex doesn't believe it.
I mean, nah, man.
But then
How
again,
could
who the
a
fuck are you
screw
guys?
up like that
Because
planned in Hollywood?
Because they planned it, dude. They know. See, the scientists, they know that
But
we
when you
can't
watch
leave.
a movie,
They know.
when you watch a Hollywood creation, everything works perfectly.
Mhm.
How could a screw up like that be fictional? That is too weird.
Unless they planned
To
it,
be
they
fiction.
they know that we can't leave. They know
But
that
we have
can't.
left.
Nah, but that's what they want you to think, so you can think
It
that.
is what I think.
Right. And they worked on you.
I think they worked on you.
No. Because I don't believe we went to the moon.
I do.
We can't leave. We can't leave this bitch.
We did leave. We have left.
Have we?
And we will leave again.
All right. I'm gonna leave. Are y'all coming with me? Hey, bro. Size, dude. Right over that fucking barrier, dude. My soul is gonna be glorified, my G. And I want y'all to
I
come
plan
with
on
me. I
leaving
want y'all to
before
come.
that.
Hey, man. I want y'all to come with me too, dude. Hey.
I'm going. What the fuck?
All right. Okay. That's what I want to hear.
But I still believe that we have left the Earth. What the fuck?
I guess. I don't know, man.
That's why they're banning religious nutcases like you everywhere.
Yeah.
And why are they banning us, dude? They're gonna start persecuting us. You know that, right? I'm not gonna go out like that, though.
You're crazy.
Hey, dude.
No.
Gotta be crazy. You have to.
Never
You have to.
ban crazy. Never, no matter what. Whether it's religious crazy or just crazy, never ban it. Well, if it's a stabby kind of crazy, then lock it up. But no,
I'm not hurting nobody, man.
because let the normies call the crazy out. Don't lock it up. Don't lock up the religion. Just let the normies call it out.
Don't lock me up, man. But yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a good.
And don't ban videos on YouTube.
Yeah, don't
If
ban
it
them,
doesn't do
man.
any good.
What's the time, dude?
Well, they ban videos on YouTube. There aren't go against their guidelines.
Yeah, they do.
The
I
guidelines
got
are
banned
just an
on
excuse.
LinkedIn. LinkedIn banned me from uploading my videos.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I couldn't upload it anymore, so I was, man, fuck y'all then. I'm subscribed to everything. Yeah, man. I guess we'll just leave it at that, dude.
Alright, guys.
We'll just leave because we started talking about some other shit too.
Leave a like, subscribe,
All of that.
leave a comment. Agree with us that this guy Alex doesn't know anything.
I
He's
don't.
dumb. He
I
believes
don't.
in flat Earth.
I don't know anything.
Oh yeah.
You don't know shit.
I don't know anything.